categories in play. First, some eponyms. Then we have the Middle Ages, 4-word phrases, then on the movie map, playthings, and finally, also in the toolbox. Stevie, where do we begin?
Let's do eponym 6.
This Protestant movement that followed Lutheranism is named for its founder, who died in Switzerland in 1564. Dave.
What is Calvinism?
That's right.
Eponyms 400.
This rubber rainwear was named after a British military hero, said at one time to have worn something similar. Dave?
What are wellies?
Yeah, we'll take that. They're Wellingtons.
Also in the toolbox 200.
Orange juice and vodka, basically. Dave?
What's a screwdriver?
Yeah.
Toolbox 400.
A JPEG or an MP3? Stevie?
What's a file?
Correct.
On the movie map,
On the
200.
Actually about Idi Amin, the last king of blank. Lisa?
What is Scotland?
Yes.
On the movie map for 400.
A documentary about gun violence. Bowling for blank. Dave?
What is Columbine?
Yes.
Toolbox 600.
For the way he pounded foes, Charles, 8th century ruler of the Franks, was known as Martel, or this. Dave?
What is hammer?
Right.
Toolbox 800.
As a noun, it's a cutting tool. As a verb, it's a synonym for cheat. What is to chisel? Back to you, Dave.
Toolbox 1000.
NFL star Jack Reynolds got this nickname after using one to cut a car in half after a frustrating loss. Dave?
What is chainsaw?
I'm sorry, no. Stevie or Lisa? Stevie?
What is a saw?
No, that's not correct. Lisa's gonna
What,
try.
chainsaw?
No, it's a hacksaw. Back to you, Dave.
hacksaw is what we are looking for.
Burt Lahr and E.G. Marshall were Estragon and Vladimir when this Beckett play opened on Broadway in 1956. Stevie?
What is waiting
Was
for
waiting for Cold movie map for 600.
Movie map 600.
Where monsters go to get away from it all. Hotel blank. Stevie?
What is Transylvania?
Was Transylvania movie map for 800.
A 2006 sequel. The Fast and the Furious.
Was Tokyo. Was Tokyo.
Dave?
What is continental?
No. Stevie?
What is Tokyo?
Tokyo Drift.
Movie map 1000.
What a cast. Cary Grant, Jimmy Stewart, and Kate Hepburn. The Blank Story. Dave?
What is Philadelphia?
Good for 1,000.
Playthings 400.
In 1980, this play was on Broadway with Ian McKellen as Salieri, Jane Seymour as Constanzi, and Tim Curry in the title role. Stevie?
What is Amadeus?
Right.
Plaything 6.
In 1967, this play, based around a classic one, debuted on Broadway. Pretty much promised the two title guys wouldn't make it out alive. Stevie?
What is Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Dead?
That's the play. It puts you in the lead with 2,000. We're going to pause for a quick break, and then we'll come right back with more Jeopardy. Stay tuned. Court analyst and also a golfer, right? Tell us about your exploits on the links.
Well, one day it was my husband and I were playing, and the night before it rained, and he tried to maneuver on a hill. It didn't work out, and we started to spin. Luckily, we didn't fall, but we got out of the car and got our bearings back. A foursome of ladies came by and said to my husband, "Hello, I see you tried to kill your wife."
Unsuccessfully, I'm happy to
yes.
say. Well, welcome to Jeopardy. Dave Bond from Rochester, New York is a retired grant writer. How about your marriage, Dave? How did you propose to your lovely spouse?
Ken, I proposed in a bunny suit.
In a bunny suit.
Which is not a habitual behavior, but I'd rented one for a children's church event, and I was trying it on, and my wife-to-be put on a pair of bunny ears she had made herself, and I knew that was the moment.
It just felt right.
I got down on one bended bunny knee, and that was it.
Congratulations, that's a lovely story. Our champion is Stevie Ruiz from Montauk, New York, an assistant front office manager, and at one time a +1 to a very swanky event, right?
Yeah. So, I ended up being a +1 to a billionaire's wedding.
Wow.
One of my close friends in college was invited and needed a ride, and I was able to provide that. And it actually ties into last game, the clue about the Maasai tribe, because the father of the groom was making a speech about all the places that they had been and traveled, and the coming of age ceremony with the Maasai tribe. So I'm sitting there flashing back to this, going, the tribe, the name of the, and I didn't get it.
Now we know. Pay attention to the toast at weddings. That's Stevie's lesson.
Yes.
You have control of the board, sir. Let's get back into the round.
Let's do forward phrases too.
Cursing someone
Forward
after
phrases with
inflicting
200.
bodily harm is literally piling on this way. You're adding insult
Insult to injury is
Stevie?
what we are looking for.
Forward phrases.
Forward phrases for 400.
There's a geometric shape and a number in this phrase, meaning to start over. Dave.
What is going back to square one?
Yeah, what is it, that? You added a going, but yes.
Forward phrase is 600.
Once upon a time, if you worked or studied late into the night, you really did do this because of a type of lamp. Lisa.
What is burn the midnight oil?
Correct.
The Middle Ages for 600.
The Or-2 system, also known as the Yam, was a postal system set up by this Central Asian empire. Dave.
What's the Mongol Empire?
Right.
Playthings 800.
Answer. Daily double.
It's a daily double.
You just took the lead back, Dave, and it's a chance for you to add.
True daily double.
You're going to bet it all. You'll
True
have
daily
40
double
if
is.
you're right.
Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I had to talk to
In an
Riley on
interview, one of the two
YouTube.
title characters of this play admits he let Americans down and his political life is over.
Who is...
I apologize that you guys,
Sorry, we needed the name of the play.
my video
Just
got
Frost
shut
Nixon.
down on me.
You're down to 0.
Frost Nixon is what we are looking for.
Gooper and Brick returned for their dad's birthday in this 1955 play that won a Pulitzer, but let's just say the party gets rough. Dave.
What is cat on a hot tin roof?
Right.
Forward phrase is 800.
Do this, improve on an existing invention, and the world will beat a path to your door. Dave?
What is build a better mousetrap?
Yeah.
Forward 1000.
The gut-brain connection is one theory on why, when you're nervous, you feel this phenomenon in your gut rather than brain. Lisa.
What is butterflies in the stomach?
Yes, and you're out of the hole.
Butterflies in the stomach.
really
Yep,
very
she's
hard.
out of the hole.
An admirer of the ancient Greeks, in his Summa, he referred to Aristotle as the philosopher. Dave.
Who is Aquinas?
Aquinas is right.
Middle Ages 1000.
This battle in 1485, where Henry Tudor was a victor, is considered the end of the English Middle Ages. Lisa.
Who is Richard III?
Sorry, no. Stevie or Dave? You had the right king, Lisa, but the
King
battle was
Lisa.
Bosworth Field.
About Oswald Field is what we are looking
Middle Ages
for.
400.
Middle Ages for
A
400.
medieval historian said during the People's Crusade of 1096, a goose inspired people to leave everything and go to this holy city. Stevie.
What is
What's Canterbury?
No.
It is
Lisa.
not
That's
Canterbury.
where the goose said to go.
Middle Ages 200.
Some historians say medieval folks broke this up into 2 segments, with a middle-of-the-night interval for light tasks or intimacy. Stevie.
With sleep.
Was sleep
Yes.
eponyms for 200.
Eponyms 2.
Cervantes is responsible for this
200.
adjective, meaning impulsive, rash, and extravagantly chivalrous. Stevie.
What is quixotic?
Was Quixotic?
800.
Quixotic?
In the
800.
1860s, a former Kentucky legislator developed this variety of lettuce on the grounds of his old Kentucky home. Lisa.
What is bib?
Very good. Bib lettuce. Here's your last clue. In eponyms, named for the Dutchman who navigated it in 1642, this sea off Australia's southeast coast gets notably stormy. Lisa.
What is Tasman?
The Tasman Sea is right.
Tasman
Yes.
Sea?
You double up to $2,000.
And we are
Tasman Sea is in
tied.
second place. All three.
Improved memory. Prevagen. No prescription required.
As a doctor, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Pus. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Pus. It's good medicine.
It's anybody's game now as we move into double jeopardy. Here are your categories, contestants. We'll start with a visit to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. Then we have sociology, entertainment hyphenates, some nonfiction, then geographic name changes, and finally, crossword clues.
All quotation points.
Lisa, what appeals?
Entertainment hyphenates for 1200.
There are 4 hyphens in the title of this Beatles song, in which we hear Desmond say to Molly, "Girl, I like your face." Lisa.
What is obla di obla da?
That's the right song.
Entertainment hyphenates for 1600.
Answer is a daily double. You've just moved into the lead, Lisa. How much do you want to risk?
1200.
Okay.
If she answers one correctly, here's the clue.
Entertainment hyphenates. Here's your clue. Global Offensive is one title in this Valve video game shooter, whose name refers to a type of military retaliation.
Know it. Call of Duty. What is
Call of Duty?
Nope.
No! You're looking for Center Strike.
You're not a gamer, apparently.
Nope.
Well, select again. You only lost 1,200.
Nonfiction for 1,200.
He gave us both Into Thin Air and Into the Wild. Dave.
It was Krakauer.
Correct.
Nonfiction, 1,600.
Kevin Fedarko recounts how he and a buddy took a walk in the park, a 750-mile hike traversing this gorge. Stevie?
What's the Grand Canyon?
Hyphenate.
Hyphenates
Thomas
was
Anderson
2000.
wrote and directed this 2002 movie with Adam Sandler as
Was
a
big,
lonely guy who finds romance.
what's the longest yard?
What is Punch Drunk Love?
Good for 2000.
What's Punch
Let's do
Drunk
Enter
Love?
8.
Eerie
And
music
to
and
Hype
The
List
Truth Is
800.
Out There were part of the opening credits of this TV series. Lisa,
What is the X-Files?
And that's what I was saying, the X-Files.
Nonfiction for 800.
like, comment, subscribe tells of the chaotic rise of this platform. Stevie.
Was YouTube?
Good.
Nonfiction for 2000.
Let's do Nonfiction 2000.
Anyone Can Grow Orchids is a chapter of this book by Susan Orlean. She wrote The Orchid Thief. Stevie?
Finish art. Hyphenates.
Before Seinfeld, she was a cast member on Saturday Night Live with soon-to-be hubby Brad Hall. Lisa.
Who is Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Correct.
Geographic name changes for 1,200.
Now known as the Democratic Republic of the Congo, from 1971 to 1997, it was known by this one-word name, meaning Great River. Dave.
What is that here?
Yes.
Crossword clues, 400.
Spiel or speech, 7 letters. Stevie.
What's oratory?
Was oratory, cluster clues, all for 800.
It means family in Hawaiian, 5 letters.
Ohana is what you're looking for.
Crossword clues, 12.
Like Pollyanna, 10 letters.
What is
Lisa.
optimistic?
She was optimistic.
Crossword clue 1,600.
Egg-shaped, 5 letters. Stevie.
Was avoid.
And let's finish out crossword clues.
Government by the few, 9 letters. Dave.
What is this? Oligarchy?
Good for 2000.
Geographic name changes, 800.
Formed in the aftermath of World War I, the kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes was renamed this in 1929. You're just 600 off Stevie's lead at the moment, Dave.
7,000.
Oh, wow. A big wager. You'll have
Oopay
14,000 if you're right in geographic name changes. After the fall of South Vietnam in 1975, it was Goodnight Saigon and Good Morning This New City Name.
What is Ho Chi Minh City?
That is correct.
Ho Chi Minh City, you got it, yeah.
Geographic name changes, 2,000.
The Hawaiian Islands were once called this after a British earl. Dave,
What are the Sandwich Islands?
you got it.
Geographic name changes, 400.
Now with an Algonquian-derived name, this national capital was once known as Bytown. Dave,
What is Ottawa?
yes.
Nonfiction, 400.
On Call, A Doctor's Journey in Public Service is a 2024 memoir by this ex-head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Stevie.
Was Fauci.
Fauci is right.
Let's do
Sociology for 400.
Stacy Schiff's Salem bestseller The Witches had in its subtitle this condition: the mass type is an outbreak of fear. Stevie.
Was hysteria. Sociology for 800.
A small group with high status and disproportionate influence. A 1956 book described the power one. Dave.
What is elite?
Power elite. You got it.
Power elite.
Sociology, 1,200.
Embezzling money is one form of this type of crime, often committed within one's own company and named for a clothing article. Dave.
What is white collar?
Yes.
Sociology is 1,600.
Prominent in India, this closed system of class stratification is based on hereditary position at birth. Stevie.
What is caste?
Was caste.
Let's finish out sociology.
Sociology for
This
2000.
adjective relating to a strong desire applies to the reference group that you want to belong to, like the middle class or NBA. Lisa.
What is a league?
No, I'm sorry.
Not league.
What is aspirational?
That is correct.
Aquarium, 400.
By eating crabs, these fluffy critters help keep eelgrass growing, making them a keystone species of estuaries. Dave,
What are otters?
can you be more specific?
What are sea otters?
It is a sea otter.
800 aquarium.
The aquarium carts around rescued birds of this type In the wild, they fly thousands of miles in search of food. Stevie.
What are seagulls?
With seagulls?
No, I'm sorry.
Not seagulls.
It's an albatross.
Aquarium 1200.
The 28-foot forest exhibit of this large rootless alga that depends on sunlight is home to leopard sharks and a bass named for it. Dave.
Where's kelp?
Right.
1600 aquarium.
Unlike other jellyfish, comb jellyfish use these hair-like projections for movement. They also diffract light at their exhibit. Dave.
What are cilia?
Right again. And here's the last clue at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. At the Rocky Shore exhibit, the giant green species of this animal uses stinging cells on its tentacles to neutralize prey. Stevie.
Was the
It is the
anemone?
sea anemone, taking you to $12,000. But Dave has a big lead as we head into final today. Here's the category for you three.
Final Jeopardy category is gonna be brand names.
Today we'll deal with brand names, but that doesn't narrow it down much. Let's take a look at the clue. They've been described as having the unique scent of slightly earthy soap with pungent leather-like clay undertones. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Was Crayola. Alright,
Lisa
let's see
DeLeo
what
first with
did.
$2,400. She guessed. Oh,
Nothing.
With one. How much did you wager, Lisa?
400. She drops to
400, knocking it down
2,000.
to 2,000. The champion, Stevie Ruiz, was in second place with $12,000. He wrote down.
Plato, no.
That's not quite it. What did you wager, Stevie?
47.99. He drops to 8,701.
201. Thanks to that big daily double wager, Dave could not be caught in final today. 25,200. Is his response correct? What are Birkenstocks?
Birkenstocks, no.
My Birkenstocks smell that good.
We are looking for Crayola.
Overtones of something else. It is a brand from childhood, Stevie, but it's Crayola crayons that described their scent that way when they registered the trademark for the smell. What did you wager, Dave?
$200 and he is our new Japanese champion.